Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-ya. Bye-ya. Hold on there. As you can tell by that thumbnail, we're going to talk about it. Yes, indeed. Different atmosphere, different day, man. I'm about to get to traveling right now, hitting Los. Orale, LA area, man. Ain't nothing scarier than a motherfucking Sureño with the pit bull terrier. Straight up, I will be in the LA area. Coming to a theater near you. Now playing. Anyways, what's good with it? In the hood with it. I wanted to talk about why I'm so hated in my neighborhood. Oh, I'm hated like a motherfucker, right? As you can tell, I ain't got my lenses. If I squint a little bit, it's because my glasses are somewhere around here. I think they're in my bag. I can't call it like an alcoholic, but I will tell you this. I'm a hated motherfucker, right? Everywhere I go. Now, I've always been hated in my neighborhood. Okay, now it's a little bit different. Now it's just a whole lot different. They hate me because they hate me. ¿Sabes qué? In a menudo style of direct fashion. So I can't call why they hate me, but they do, right? I know back in the days, it was more not necessarily that they hated me. They hated the fact when I would get out of jail or prison. Because every time it seemed like, and maybe it was just a coincidence, or maybe it wasn't. One never knows, does one. Allegedly, when I would get out, shit would start heating up in the town. Motherfuckers was getting off the hook, right? Things would start fucking formulating, plots would start planning, and things were happening. In a menudo style of direct fashion, I was getting straight to it. As a functioning norteño, you're laced and indoctrinated with the points and the facts that you're going to have to get out there on the guy. You don't have to, but if you choose to be a striver, you're going to get out there and you're going to function. Oh, you're going to definitely function. You're going to handle your business. You're going to make it happen, Captain. That's just what it is. And I would get out and I would get straight with it. Straight to the motherfucking street functions and street activities. If there was enemigas in the town, I wanted the basura taken out. I wanted them to be eradicated. There was a lot of things I wanted. Did it ever happen? Sometimes, right? And sometimes it didn't. I wasn't that one that was just doing everything and making shit happen, but I was one of the ones participating in a whole lot of shit, right? Allegedly. Now, with that being said, a lot of the homeboys that were supposed to be my fucking righteous homeboys that are supposed to be fucking with me, were snaking on me. They were doubling back on a motherfucker one time for his mind. So what they were doing was they were basically, smiling in my face, but behind my back, talking a whole lot of high power shit. The hate was real. Damn, I hate this motherfucker. Every time it comes out, this is someone's getting hurt, right? And that's just part of the game. There's always going to be that homeboys that's just a little bit more aggressive. One that's with the functions, one that's with the business, one that knows that as a striving norteño or striving Southsider, Buddha, whatever you got to be, right? At the end of the day, on power, bro, you have to be about it. Okay. And a lot of people ain't about it. They're called pretend gangsters. They pretend to be. They're going to pretend to be with the business. They're going to pretend to handle it. They're going to tell you a whole lot of stories that ain't actual and factual. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they're pretenders, wanksters, wannabes. Wasn't never going to be. They wasn't, and they ain't never going to be possible because they got lots of bull. And when they die, woo, there's lots of bull, right? They just ain't going to do it. And when a real motherfucker gets out of prison, we're laced with that sixth sense to go out there and fucking handle business. You don't want the enemiga in your fucking town just doing whatever they want to do. A lot of shit goes on when you're incarcerated. If there ain't no real ones out there and there's nothing but a bunch of poop butts wearing tight pants, guess what happens? People start to come and plant flags and establish and start to get down how they're going to get down. Just the way it is. Part of life, right? And so what happens is people they become complacent. Oh yeah, one guy's here. It's all cool. That's just there's only one Southsider in the town. Ain't no more. And then 10 more pop up. Oh yeah, there's 10 now. So I give what? So I get, what I mean? It's all good, bro. Don't trip us on. We're just barbecuing and shit. Oh no, there's 20. I think the vatos are getting deep, baby. They're too deep to move on. That's it. So that's good. It's hard, right? That's what happens. So then when a real one gets out, someone who's about the business, everybody knows, hey, did you hear the homeboy just got out? Did he? Right? They tripping. They're tripping because they know you're going to get out and you're going to start fucking pushing that agenda. There's always an agenda. Now whether it's righteous or it's not, there's always an agenda. If someone's in the dope game, they're out there fucking having it their way. You get out, you want to get in that game, homes. If you're that motherfucker that'll push up on someone and go ahead and take what they got or fucking make them break bread like Jesus said, right? Then they're going to separate yours from theirs. And they know this. So what do? They snake on you. This is where the hate comes into play. And I know a lot of people that are watching this have seen it, right? What happens is vatos start to hate and start to get at people and be like, hey, try to turn people against you. I hate when the vato gets out, because every time he gets out, bro, he be punking me and shit. So that's good. But when he goes back again, I'll be shining, right? They know what time it is. All the hate, all the fucking envy, all that comes out in them. And in my hood, it was like that with me. Not everybody. You know, there's some righteous motherfuckers from the neighborhood that could care less, man, what I was doing at that point in time. But there was a lot of individuals, man, that smiled in my face and played the game like it was all good. And behind my back, they talked a lot of high power shit. But I was knowing. Oh, yes. On Pyro. I was knowing, right? I knew exactly what time it was, right? I knew who was hating, who wasn't. And I kept them vatos at a distance. You know, you keep them at a distance. You keep your what do they say? You keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? I considered them an enemy. Even though we're from the same neighborhood, same block, grew up eating the same tortillas, same frijoles, same arroz con pollo, right? I still kept them close because I knew I could utilize them. I could utilize the dummy role and play them out of pocket. And they knew that I was playing them, but at the same time, it was like an unspoken thing going on. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I was the biggest, baddest, meanest, toughest, roughest, gruffest motherfucker on the block, but I was one of them. You know, I was definitely at a young age being incarcerated and striving as a norteño. I was laced different. I was cut from a different cloth. I was told, you know, to just be forever forward with my shit. And I took those words and ran with that. You know, so I would get out and people would hate, and they were happy when I was locked up. So it was kind of like that song by Tupac, All Eyes on Me. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers should be happy I'm on the streets. Y'all act like you wanted me to stay on jail. Little bitches, right? They wanted me to stay on jail. So that was always the case. You know, a lot of homies would start acting funny style. This motherfucker, right? So you already know what it is. But, of course, oh, orderly, homie. Hey, bro, I got a 40 with you. I don't drink. This motherfucker. Bro. They were tripping. And that's just what it was. Now, the hate is different nowadays. Okay, the hate is different nowadays. You know, I'm hated for various reasons, you know. One, because I'm a non-functioning norteño, so they're like, okay, this motherfucker ain't with the business no more. He's a sucker, he's a poop boy, he's a punk. Everything that he did or ever done to us, we mad about, right? Now we can get him. Because now the homies are going to back their play. So all these motherfucking riffraff that really weren't about the business at any point in time in their lifespan, right? Now all of a sudden, the little homies got their back, people got their back, and I'm a hated motherfucker. And I'll take that. I'll embrace it. I'll grasp it. On Paru, give it to me, right? It is what it is. I'm too busy fucking getting Arby's to worry about it anyways. But at the same time, does it hurt the heart? It hurts the heart to know that, not the fact that people are hating on me or people don't like me, because, you know, I rub people the wrong way. So I didn't say I rub you the wrong way. I said I rub people the wrong way. You know what I mean? Figure that one out. Anyway, so I can understand people feeling some type of way because of my current situation and that I'm out here speaking on YouTube, I'm out here fucking doing my thug thizzle, right? But at the same time, that's cool. You know what I mean? I'll take that one. I'll take that shot fired. You know what I mean? I dips and I dash and I sit and I smash with a lot of energy, right? Con un pinche pipote grandots. So I do my thing. But what makes me, I think, more upset than anything over the situation is the fact that a lot of these fucking bums, you know, bum motherfuckers, you know, the type of motherfucker when you're going to go shoot someone, they'll come to the car like, hey, bro, where you guys going? That's it. You know what I mean? We're going to go kill someone right now, bro. You want to come? To what degree of killing, right? The highest degree. Nah, bro, because see the way my bank account works, right? You ain't got to buy the bullets. Yeah, but you know what I mean? My old lady's tripping and shit. Nah, but hey, don't even trip, bro. She gave me on my money last night. It's all good. Yeah, but my baby mama, you know what I mean? Her too, is it? Right? You know what I mean? Straight up. And then that's why they hate on me, right? But no, but on some real shit, you know, I understand the situation. And like I said, I embrace that. I embrace the envy, the hate, or even the, you know, if a motherfucker's righteous, he doesn't like me, I could understand that, you know? Like I said, not everyone likes my estilo, my get down, my movimiento, the way I move, you know, all that. But what I will say, and I'll say this correctly, right, is that the motherfuckers that are out there that are poop butts that really ain't did nothing, like, bro, how can you hate? You ain't about that. You're not about that life, right? Now, I'm not about that life. Motherfucker, I'm a family man. I'm a father. You know what I mean? I'm just out here on YouTube for the raza, right? I have an agenda, man. My agenda is to push the movement, man, for unity. Everyone knows that. I've never switched up. I never fucking changed my stilo for nobody. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be the gun, bang, banging in a menudo style, in a direct fashion. That's just what it is, what it be like. But what I will tell you is there are motherfuckers that ain't never been having no agenda, ain't never been having nothing to do with nothing, bro, that just happen to grow up in a neighborhood and get embraced by a few fellas, man. To what degree of why? I don't know, right? Motherfuckers, short, buff motherfuckers with big old butts. Oh, Paru, right? You know, the type of motherfucker that just because he grew up in the neighborhood and maybe fought someone back in the days and lost the fight is now somebody. And never went to prison, never was in jail, never fucking, been around some real ass motherfuckers. So now they're still in good standings. And now, hey, I hate that fool Gunner, right? No, you always hated me. Don't start hating me now, motherfucker. Continue that hate. Keep that same energy, right? That energy that was always there, man, that I knew, right? They continue it, and I just laugh because they're misguiding and misleading a lot of the youth and a lot of the real righteous young homies, man, that got it in them. Because there's a lot of real motherfuckers out there. A lot of these youngsters with the program. They're with the activities. Different type of activities now, but activities just the same. But when you have the guidance of some riffraff ass OG that really is going to poison you. That's what real poison is, gente. A lot of people ask me, what do the norteños mean when they say poison? To what degree of poison is it? Look at that white girl right there walking. Okay, look at, she doesn't even know she's on camera, right? What does poison mean? Right? Well, poison is when you try to mislead, try to misguide, try to fucking put your thoughts into someone's mente, man, when they're bad and they're suspect homes, and all they're going to do is lead them down that wrong, dark path. I'm not trying to encourage people to gangbang, to encourage people to do violence, encourage people to hit nobody or none of that. But at the same time, I say, they got to come and fucking mi vida loca, right? La primera, do what you got to do. I'm not here to deter you from your get down. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell you how to wiggle the right way, and that's just what it is. You can go left or you can go right, man. You fucking with the gun, it's to the left, you know how we do it, right? But anyways, there's a lot of guys that are nowadays in Varrios, in my Varrio in particular too, that don't like me or hate me. The same type of motherfucker that was my boy. I never did a damn thing to him. You know what I mean? We used to barbecue, eat carne asada, you know what I mean? Hey, don't be mad at me because your lady looked at me some type of way. I never looked back. Or did I? One never knows, does one, right? But no, I really didn't. I played the game to the smoothest effect, and I played it right. To me, it wasn't no game. It was life. To them, it might have been game, and it continues to be games. And the manipulation and what they do has always been with a hate, a hateful intention. And so I just wanted to speak on it because people ask me all the time, man, how are you perceived in your hood? Can you go back to your neighborhood? Now, of course, being in the game, if you're a gang member and then you fall off or you're no longer involved, you do red on red, you're in bad standings, or you get whacked or you get removed or whatever the case may be. There's so many different fucking things and fucking paths you can go down, right? You don't know. You'll never know. Me, of course, motherfuckers want me. Of course, motherfuckers don't like me. Of course, motherfuckers are feeling some type of way. But at the same time, bro, what you have is a motherfucker like me, man, that if someone tells me you can't go back, I'm against the grain. I might just have to wiggle back, right? But I respect Vatos gangster enough, and I respect people's hoods enough, and I respect the get down to say, Sasuke, you know what I mean? If I'm not wanted to see that, I'm not coming, you know what I mean? I'm not that sad. I'm really doing my thing, right? But I really understand where it's coming from. And people ask me, so you can't go back to your hood. I can go anywhere I want, right? Will I is the question. Simone, you know what I mean? If my fucking homeboy's having a barbecue and he invites me and he's a good righteous motherfucker and I could trust him and I know fucking I ain't gonna get this maculation done on my head dome piece, right? Then I might slide through for a little 5-10 minutes just to give me a roast beef sandwich. Keisha, I need a plate. I need a big size plate, right? And then I'm gonna get up on out of there, right? And that's just what it is. But as far as fucking going in the neighborhood and walking the streets and why? Why? The whole thing is to elevate your game. Home step your money game up, man. Get that big ass bag and get up out the hood. For those people, and you give back to the hood, but you get up out that motherfucker. You know what I mean? For anyone that's still living in that same house, riding that same old beach cruiser, shooting that same old black, bro, what do you think's gonna happen? A whole lot of nothing. Okay? Meanwhile, your old lady's over there giving us some fucking Africano on mamon. He's like, oh, Paru, right? He's happy. That's what happens. You become complacent. She becomes distant. Next thing you know, she's over there on the other side of town. On the other side of town, it never rains, right? Oh, it rains all right in her fucking boca. But that's just the way it is. So yes, the hate's always been there. Questions that need to be answered are answered. That's just what it is. People have always hated on me. When I was righteous and good standings in the neighborhood, I was getting hated on because I was doing just too much. They thought I was a super norteño. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? I was that type of motherfucker. Superman choking out Zod. That type of motherfucker, right? And then when I'm non-active, they still hate me. They hate me because I'm not active anymore. Motherfuckers, you hated me when I was too active. Now you hate me because I'm not active. What is it? What the business is, right? I don't understand and I'll never agree. But at the same time, it is, that's just what it be like. You know, and a lot of people are going through the same type of shit in the neighborhoods. Not just my Varrio, every Varrio, Northern California, Southern California. You know, there's that one homeboy that every time he gets out or comes around, everyone's like, fuck. You know, some homeboys are like, yeah, hell yeah, the homeboy's back. It's about to get to cracking around this motherfucker. Well, why wasn't it crack? Where was your antennas when it was supposed to be cracking, motherfuckers? Why all of a sudden now it's about to get to cracking? Why you got to rely on the big homeboy to get out of the pen? This motherfucker just did some time, man. He was on the 4-yard scraping motherfuckers, right? Why do you need him to get it to cracking? Why can't you guys get it to cracking? That's where the wind blows, and I don't understand. But it be like that. So anyways, you know, I'm sitting here in the car, man. We're about to go, man. Me and Big Rojo over here in Houston, man. I'm parked on the side of a Costco. The homeboy's getting a whole bunch of shit for the ice chest. We about to take this little trip down south, man, to LA and do our thing. And you know, respects to all the Vatos, man. Respects to everybody. The LA Wiggle is real, you know. Respects to the homeboy, man. That's gonna show us love down there in the Big Bear area. And you know what it is. Again, at the end of the day, I hope that this is just a little brief notation, man, so you guys know that's why I'm so hated in the hood. People ask me all the time, damn, Gun, you get hated on. Now I got this YouTube shit and I'm getting even more hated on. But you know what? Like I said, I embrace it. I grasp it. I run with it. It ain't no thing. Arby's is real for me. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about that push, pull, and strive for your people and for you, man, and your familia. Go out there and get it, man. Remember, the unity of raza is where it's at. Please hit that like and subscribe if you fuck with your boy one time. Dispense, I ain't got my glasses so I can barely see. Yeah, if you don't like me, hit that thumbs down. That's what it's about, hating me, right? So hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears that crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the benefit of all people, man, and the betterment. The gun. This is the juice. So I gave you silk suits. We don't like you. Let's over here. So I don't fucking like you either, puto. Bang, bang. The gun.